So today we will discuss one numerical on the beam analysis using the stiffness method having support settlement, or we can say sinking of support. Now, if the beam is continuous one, if the beam is continuous and having sinking of support, suppose this is the continuous beam ABC. Okay, this is the continuous beam ABC. This is A, this is B, and this is C. Suppose the support B, this support B, it is having the settlement. Support B, it is having the settlement or the sinking with 10 mm. Suppose that sinking is with an amount 10 mm. So what is the effect in the analysis? What is the effect? What is the effect? If this support B, it is having the settlement. Suppose that settlement is like this. And this amount of settlement is delta, and that is suppose 10 mm. So what is the effect? Which step will change, or what parameters or what terms we have to include in the analysis if one of the support it is having the settlement or the sinking of support, we can say sinking of support. Concept is sinking of support. So if one of the support it is having the sinking, काय होईल मग? One of the support if it is having the sinking, so what will happen? For span AB, what will happen? This is for the span AB. What is the effect of this sinking on span AB, and what is the effect of this sinking on span BC? काय इफेक्ट असेल सांगता येईल कुणाला? Okay. Now, one point I will tell: if the right end, if the right end it is having sinking delta, if the right end it is having sinking delta, okay. So what will happen? And the second case, if the left end it is having the sinking, आता सांगता येईल this case, if the right support it is having the settlement, or if the right end it is having the sinking of support with an amount delta, slope deflection method or moment distribution method. Sinking of support असेल तर काय केलं होतं आपण? Sinking of support काय होतं? हा ए बी स्पॅन आहे. ओके, इफ देर इज ए बी स्पॅन अँड इफ द राईट एंड बी इट इज हॅव्हिंग द सेटलमेंट, मग ह्या सेटलमेंटमुळं काय होईल? ह्या स्पॅनवरती काय होईल? व्हॉट इज द इफेक्ट ऑफ सेटलमेंट इन केस ऑफ बीम? सांगता येईल कोणाला? अजय, सारस, व्हॉट इज द इफेक्ट ऑफ सेटलमेंट? येस,
सर तिथे डिस्प्लेसमेंट होईल 6 EI डेल्टा बाय एल स्क्वेअर.
correct. Correct, बरोबर आहे. If the right end it is having the settlement, then not displacement, that is the movement will be generated, and that movement it will be anti-clockwise. What is the sign convention? If the right end it is having the settlement, movement will be generated, that will be anti-clockwise 6 EI delta by L square, and that is 6 EI delta by L square. Okay, so in this sinking of support or the settlement of support, so in the numerical they will give the value of E, they will give the value of I, also delta will be given. So what point we have to remember? If the right end of the span it is having the settlement, movement will be generated in anti-clockwise direction, and if the left end it is having the settlement like this, then movement will be generated in clockwise direction. So direction is important. Right end anti-clockwise, left end clockwise. Amount will be 6 EI delta by L square. So that is only change. Now tell me, we know, so what are the steps you have to follow in the stiffness matrix? Step number one is DKI, second is AD matrix, ADL matrix, stiffness matrix, then slope deflection equation. These are the steps. Now tell me, so this effect, where to consider this effect? In which step we have to consider this effect of sinking? Either in DKI, either in calculation of AD matrix, or calculation of ADL matrix, or in a calculation of stiffness matrix. कोणत्या मॅट्रिक्स मध्ये इफेक्ट कन्सिडर करावा लागेल मग सांगा. चार टर्म आहेत. AD is equal to ADL plus S into D. These are the four matrices we have to find out. मग तो इफेक्ट सिंकिंगचा, ही जी मुवमेंट आहे ही कोणत्या स्टेपमध्ये कन्सिडर करावी लागेल? येस, AD, ADL, स्टिफनेस और डिस्प्लेसमेंट. कुठं असेल इफेक्ट हा? This is the additional fixed end moment generated. So this amount 6EI delta by L square, this is the additional fixed end moment. This is the additional fixed end moment. So that's why we have to consider this additional fixed end moment in which step? सांगा. Fixed end moment कोणत्या स्टेपला आपण फिक्स्ड एंड मुवमेंट फाइंड आउट करतो? स्टिफनेस मेथड मध्ये AD is equal to ADL प्लस S इंटू डी. आता मला सांगा, या चार मॅट्रिक्समध्ये कोणत्या मॅट्रिक्समध्ये आपण फिक्स्ड एंड मोमेंट कन्सिडर करतो? सांगा. In which step we are considering the fixed end moment? AD, ADL, S or D? So that ADL matrix, it is the net fixed end moment matrix. It is the net fixed end moment matrix, means we have to consider or we have to add additional fixed end moment in ADL matrix. That is the only change in a sinking of support. Okay, that is the only change in a sinking of support. समजते का बघा. So continuous beam loaded and supported as shown in figure. Support B sinks by 10 mm. Support B, so intermediate support B, it sinks by 10 mm. Analyze the beam and plot PMD. I is equal to 1600 10 to the power 4 mm raised to 4, and E is equal to 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per mm square. Use stiffness method. So this is the beam is given. So A, B, C, D beam is there. Okay, so there are three span A, B, B, C, C, D, and support B, second support, it is having the settlement. Delta is given 10 mm. So convert that delta in meter. Okay, convert that delta in meter and take the value of EI in the unit, and that unit will be EI is equal to EI is equal to EI चं युनिट काय असतं सांगा. विसरून गेलात सगळं. What is the unit of EI? What is EI basically? What is the product of modulus of elasticity and moment of inertia? It's called as flexural rigidity. So what is the unit of flexural rigidity we have to consider? So unit will be kilonewton into meter square. Kilonewton into meter square, that unit we have to consider. Now see here, so it is given in, see here, kilo Newton per mm square. So given value it is in Newton per mm square, and moment of inertia it is mm raised to 4. So we have to convert moment of inertia into the meter raised to 4. Okay, and we have to convert E into kilonewton per meter square. So if you convert, so for moment of inertia divided by 10 to the power 12. Okay, and for E it will be divided by 10 to the power 3 and multiply with 10 to the power 6. So what we get? So these are the values of E and I in kilonewton per meter square and meter raised to 4. So if you multiply these values, so EI will be 3200 kilonewton into meter square. So this is the value of EI. This is the value of EI in kilonewton into मीटर स्क्वेअर. ह्यावरती ऑलरेडी आपण डिस्कशन केलेलं आहे युनिट नंबर 1 आणि 2 मध्ये. ओके, सो किलो न्यूटन इंटू मीटर स्क्वेअर, दॅट शुड बी युनिट ऑफ EI. Delta 10 divided by 1000, that will be our delta. Now, so cross section is changed here. So for AB it will be twice of I. Again for CD it will be twice of I, and that of BC it will be I. So cross section is different here. Loading is not symmetrical. Cross sections are changing. So we have to just add additional fixed end moment due to the sinking of effect in ADL matrix. That's it. So what is the change here? We have to just add or subtract fixed end moment generated due to this sinking of support in ADL matrix. Means what? ADL matrix is step फक्त somewhat it will be changed, and the remaining analysis it will be as it is, no any change, and the same steps we have to follow. Step number 1 is to get the DKI, or we can say degree of freedom. Now tell me, for this particular beam, what is DKI value? What is DKI value? Yes. What is DKI value here? How much?
2.
Yes, 2 is the value. Correct. That will be theta B1, theta C2. So our DKI is 2. So first to find the DKI will be 2. That will be theta B, theta C. So you can consider D1 as theta B and D2 as theta C. Or you can say theta B and theta C. Now, as our DKI is 2, our stiffness matrix will be of order 2 by 2. And for AD and ADL matrix will be a column matrix of order 2 by 1. So if you draw the beam, so this is the beam, this will be node 1, this will be node 2. Okay, so here this will be theta B, you can draw like this, and this will be theta C. Okay, node 1, node 2. Next will be AD matrix. So what is AD matrix? No any force or moment acting at a point of degree of freedom. म्हणजे काय? So this is the beam we are having. So at B and C, no any point load is acting. UDL is there, but what we want, if at a point B or at a point C, if there is a vertical load, vertical point load or concentrated load is acting, then and then AD matrix will exist. Okay, आयदर कॉन्सन्ट्रेटेड पॉइंट लोड और मुवमेंट ह्या दोन्हीपैकी एक असलं पाहिजे त्या सपोर्टवरती. युडेल आहे तो काय स्पॅनवरती आहे, सपोर्टवरती नाही. बरोबर आहे. सो नो एनी पॉइंट लोड और मुवमेंट इज एक्टिंग एट पॉइंट बी एंड सी. सो दैट्स वाय AD matrix will be a null matrix, as no force or movement acting ॲट अ पॉइंट ऑफ डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम. हे पॉइंट ऑफ डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम जे आहे म्हणजे तुमचे नोड, नोड 1, नोड 2, that is point B and point C. Okay, next it is for the ADL matrix. Now here we have to find out the, tell me here what we have to find out. Either we have to find out the net fixed end moment or we have to find out the net force. Okay, दोन पॉइंट आहेत. Either we have to find out the net fixed end moment or we have to find out the net force. इथं काय फाइंड आउट करायचं आहे? तुमचा आहे अननोन थीटा बी, this will be node 1. Okay, and theta C, that will be node 2. Now tell me what we have to find out. Net fixed moment find out करायचं आहे की net force find out करायचं आहे? सांगा. काय फाइंड आउट करायचं आहे? Yes,
Net fixed end moment.
very good. Net fixed end moment. Why? Because our degree of freedom is theta. जर थीटा असेल तुमचं डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम, तर डायरेक्टली तुम्हाला नेट फिक्स्ड एंड मुवमेंटच फाइंड आउट करायचं असतं. आणि हेच तुमचं डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम जर डेल्टा असेल, ते फ्रेममध्ये आपण बघूयात, फ्रेममध्ये असतं जनरली ते. इफ इट इज डेल्टा, ओके, म्हणजेच काय, सेटलमेंट असेल, स्वे असेल किंवा सिंकिंग असेल. सो इफ the degree of freedom is settlement, sinking or sway, in that case we have to find out the net force. Net force means what? Reaction at beam level. That is also very simple. We have to find out the reactions when our degree of freedom is translation. आणखीन more accurate कसं म्हणता येईल? Whenever the degree of freedom is rotation, then find out net fixed end moment, and whenever the degree of freedom is translation, sway or displacement, then find out the net force in ADL matrix. Okay, but here support B, it is having the settlement. Support B, it is having the settlement. Now these are the fixed end movement due to the loading condition. Now for AB and BC span, it is subjected to UDL. So it is just WL square by 12. It is, what is the value you have to consider? WL square by 12. So this is W is 1.5 here. So 1.5 L square by 12. And for AB, L is 8. For BC, it will be 4. Okay. So these are the values. These are the values of fixed end moment for AB and BC span. See here, WL square by 12, WL square by 12. So M bar AB is, now tell me, what is M bar AB here? From this, now tell me, what is the value of M bar AB? Plus 8 or minus 8? M bar AB will be plus or minus? Yes.
minus.
M bar AB, first fixed end moment.
Anti-clockwise है sir. Plus
Yes.
right.
Yes, M bar AB will be plus. So that's why plus first, second minus. M bar BA will be minus. Okay. And for next CD span, it is, the loading is what? Central point load. So that's why WL by 8, isn't it? Central point load is there. So that's why WL by 8. So these are the fixed end movement due to the external loading condition. समजते का बघा? This is the first point. These are the fixed end movement due to the external loading condition. Now we have to add, what we have to add? We have to add fixed end movement due to the sinking of support. So how to add? So this is the additional fixed end movement due to the sinking of support. Now what we are having, this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. Okay, now the settlement will be like this. The settlement, it will be like this. Okay, and this is our node 1 and this is our node 2. Clear? So for first M bar AB, so what we have to consider for M bar AB, this is our node now. So where we want the fixed end moment, we want the net fixed end moment at node 1 and at node 2. Clear? So how to proceed? So initially for that case, we have to consider, so first fixed end moment due to the UDL of AB, that will be how much? It will be clockwise, that's why minus. Then for BC, it will be anti-clockwise, that's why plus. Now if you see the value of fixed end movement due to the loading condition, that will be what? 8 and 2. Okay, 8 and 2. So this 8, this value of 8, it is due to the loading condition clockwise, that's why minus. Then next will be anti-clockwise, that's why this will be plus 2. So these are the values of fixed end movement due to the loading condition. समजते का बघा? Next, what is next? We have to consider now node 1 ला काय आहे बघा? At node 1, so there are two additional fixed end moment due to the sinking of support. Sinking of support, and that value will be 6 ci delta by L square. 6 ci delta by L square. Now, so at this particular point, sinking will be there for AB. AB चं काय आहे? राईटला सिंकिंग आहे. हे बघा, AB आणि BC. AB चं आहे राईटला, BC चं आहे लेफ्टला. Okay, this is the sinking. This is the sinking. Now tell me, so due to the sinking, we know the additional moment generated, that will be 6 ci delta by L square. That will be anti-clockwise. For AB span, movement generated due to the sinking, it will be anti-clockwise. That's why plus. Now see, this minus, it will become plus. This will be plus. Now this is the plus value. This is the additional fixed end movement. Additional fixed end movement due to the sinking of support. See, सिंकिंग ऑफ सपोर्ट फॉर ए बी स्पॅन. हे कशाचं आहे? ए बी स्पॅनचं आहे. प्लस का घेतलं? कारण राईटला सिंकिंग आहे. राईटला सिंकिंग असेल तर मुवमेंट असेल अँटी क्लॉकवाईज. अँटी क्लॉकवाईज म्हणजे प्लस ॲज पर आवर साइन कन्व्हेन्शन. अँड फॉर बी सी स्पॅन, फॉर दिस बी सी स्पॅन, sinking is there on the left end sinking, movement will be minus. So that's why here what we get two fixed end movement due to the loading condition. These are the loading condition, and two fixed end movement due to the sinking of support. So if you add these four values, you will get ADL1. Okay. And for next, we have to consider the net fixed end moment at joint C. So here what we get, first fixed end moment due to the loading condition of UDL, then fixed end moment of our central point load, that will be anti-clockwise, that's why plus. So this is the value of central point load anti-clockwise, that's why plus. This is the fixed end moment due to the UDL clockwise, that's why minus. And this movement in between, it is the value of fixed end moment due to the sinking of support, due to the sinking of support. And this value again, what we are having, the sinking is there on the left end. Sinking is there on the left end, that's why minus. हे मायनस घेतलेलं आहे कारण लेफ्ट एंड सिंक झालेला आहे. त्यामुळे सी नोडला तीनच मुवमेंट असणार. फर्स्ट, movement due to the fixed end movement of UDL, central point load and sinking. So that's why three values. If you add three values, the answer will be minus 10. And for ADL1, it will be minus 12. For ADL2, it will be minus 10. समजतंय का बघा. So again, I will explain here. So at node 1, so at node 1, first fixed end movement due to the UDL of AB, second fixed end movement due to the UDL of BC, anti-clockwise plus, clockwise minus, and at B, it will have two additional fixed end movement due to the sinking of support, and that will be plus for AB, plus 6EI delta by L square, and minus 6EI delta by L square for BC. म्हणजे चार मोमेंटचं summation, and that of C. So fixed end movement due to the UDL of BC, then fixed end movement due to the UDL of central point load, and additional fixed end movement that will be minus 6 Ci delta by L square. So these are the values. Okay. So we have got the ADL matrix. So once you got the ADL matrix, next it will be same steps. That will be for the stiffness matrix. Give the unit rotation at point B. So this is the rotation for B. So if I give the rotation at B, this is the node 1. So movement will be generated at a point where we have given the unit rotation, and that movement will be 4 EI by L of AB and again 4 EI by L of BC. So we have to make the summation. It is for AB and this is for BC, and half of the movement will be transferred to the adjacent node. This is node 1 and this is node 2. Half movement of BC will transfer to node 2. That will be twice of EI by L. Okay. So if you perform S11, stiffness at 1 due to the rotation at 1. So here at node 1, we are having two movements. One is for AB span, second is for BC span. See here. So put the value of I separately. So we get S11 as twice of EI. And this will be stiffness at 2 due to the rotation at 1. Yes, 2 1. But from the, as stiffness matrix is the symmetric matrix, so we know yes 2 1 is equal to yes 1 2. Directly you will get full marks. Okay. And that will be twice of EI by L, and that answer will be 0.5 EI. Next, give the unit rotation at C. This is for rotation at B. Theta B is equal to 1. Now consider rotation at C. So if you give the unit rotation at C, so just only one element we want, that will be S22. So again at C joint, if you give the unit rotation, movement will be generated, and that moment will be 4 EI by L for CD span and 4 EI by L for BC span. So put the value of BC and CD span respectively and put the appropriate value of cross section. So for CD it will be twice of EI, and for AB also it will be twice of EI. So you get S22 as twice of EI. So this is for stiffness matrix. Rotation at B, you will get first column element S11, S21, but S21 is equal to S12, that we know. So no need to find out separately. Then if you give the unit rotation at C, you will get second column element S22 and S12. Okay, next will be the stiffness equation. If you put the stiffness equation, so what we get, you will get the value of theta B and theta C. Two equations, two unknown. So solve this equation on the calci. So how to solve this? So A1 is equal to 2. Okay, consider second mode of simultaneous equation of two unknown. A1 will be 2, B1 will be 0.5, C1 will be plus 12. If you consider this term on the other side, it will become positive. Then A2 will be 0.5, B2 will be 2, and C2 will be plus 10. Press equal to on your calci, you will get answer for theta B and theta C. Okay. Next step, we have to get the final end moment M A B up to M D C. So there are three span A B B C C D. So we have to write down six slope deflection equations. We have to write down the six slope deflection equations, and we have to find out the six final end moments. Okay. Now, these are the unknown displacement we have found out using the stiffness matrix concept. Okay. Next, use the slope deflection equations to get the final end moment. This is for MAB, then for MBA. So these are the values. These are the values. Now, we have to consider this minus 3 delta by L term also in the equation, because support B, it is having the settlement. Now tell me, the B means like this: A, B, C, D. This is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. And support B, it is having the settlement. Okay. This support B, it is having the settlement. Now tell me, in which equation, for which span equation, we have to consider this term of minus 3 delta by L. कोणकोणत्या स्पॅनच्या इक्वेशन मध्ये आपल्याला ही टर्म घ्यावी लागेल सांगा.
AB आणि BC च्या.
Correct, because AB and BC spans are affected due to the sinking. So this sinking will be like this. Whereas CD span, it is not affected. Means in case of MCD and MDC, no need to consider that term minus 3 delta by L. So that's why for first two span, consider minus 3 delta by L. So put the value as it is. So for theta B, theta C and delta, theta A will be 0 due to the fixed end. Okay. So you will get the values. Similarly for BC, put the values of theta B, theta C, you will get the moment, final end moment, and that of our CD or DC, no need to consider the delta. See here, delta is 0. No need to write. You can discard it. You can discard it. As CD span, it is unaffected due to the sinking. CD span, it is unaffected due to the sinking. So these are the numericals from the sinking of support. Okay, so we have seen if the both ends are fixed, if one of the end is simple, if it is having the sinking of support, so if there is a overhanging span, so no need to consider the overhanging span. So funda will be same, funda will going to remain the same. Suppose this is A, okay, this is A, this is B, and this is our node 1. This is our node 1. I will shortly explain how to perform the analysis if there is a overhanging span. Suppose there is a continuous beam ABC. A is fixed, B is intermediate support, C is also intermediate support, and after support C, there is a overhanging span. Okay, CD is the overhanging span, and at a point D, suppose there is a point load. This is 10 kilonewton, and CD length is suppose 2 meter. Yes. How to proceed for the analysis? Then you can convert that overhanging span into the movement. Now this particular portion you can convert as this will be A. Okay. This will be A. This will be B, and at support C, now there will be a movement, and that movement will be due to the overhanging span. Now tell me, what is the movement at support C? What will be the amount of movement? If this is 2 meter, this is 10. Movement will be
20.
20, 10 into 2. Clockwise 20 किलो न्यूटन मीटर. कोणत्या स्टेपमध्ये चेंज होईल फक्त तेच सांगणार आहे. पूर्ण प्रॉब्लेम घेत बसणार नाही. ओके, म्हणजे काय करायचं आपल्याला बघा. इनिशियली convert that overhanging span movement into the movement, overhanging span into the movement. So that we have converted. Now the number of degree of freedoms are 2. So this will be our node 1 at B, and this will be our node 2 at C. Clear? Now what is AD matrix here? AD matrix is that if any load or movement, any point load or movement is acting at a point of degree of freedom. Okay, suppose the UDL वगैरे असेल on entire span, if there is a UDL. So at node 1 there is no any point load आहे का? नाही. But at support C there is a movement now, and that movement is what? Clockwise. Movement is clockwise 20 kilonewton meter. Means our AD matrix, the AD matrix will become at node 1 any force or moment is acting? No, that's why 0. At node 2, this is our node 2, any force or moment is acting? Yes, moment is acting, and that moment is clockwise. That's why minus 20. That's why minus 20. समजते का बघा. Convert overhanging span into the moment and consider that moment in AD matrix of that particular node. जो नोड आहे adjacent support, त्या नोडला ती मुवमेंट मार्क करायची आहे. कुठं मार्क करायची आहे किंवा लिहायची आहे? AD मॅट्रिक्स मध्ये. बिकॉज AD मॅट्रिक्स रिप्रेझेंट एनी फोर्स और मुवमेंट, एक्सटर्नल फोर्स और मुवमेंट ऍक्टिंग ऍट पॉइंट ऑफ डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम. म्हणजे काय? जे नोड आहेत तुमचे 1 2 3 4 असे जे नोड आहेत, त्या नोडला जर पॉइंट लोड असेल किंवा मुवमेंट असेल तर त्याची व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला एडी मॅट्रिक्स मध्ये लिहायची आहे. मग आपण काय केलं? ओव्हर हँगिंग स्पॅनची मुवमेंट कन्वर्ट केली, दॅट विल बी 20, आणि नोड काय आहे? 2 आहे, क्लॉकवाइज मुवमेंट आहे, दॅट्स वाय -20 वी हॅव रिटर्न इन एडी मॅट्रिक्स. ओके, so this is the funda for overhanging span. So what is the funda? First, convert overhanging span into the moment. Then किंवा स्टार करून लिहा. In case of overhanging span, convert overhanging span into the moment and add movement of overhanging span in AD matrix of corresponding node. Add overhanging moment in AD matrix of corresponding node. That is the only change, and rest of the steps are as it is. No any change, त्यामध्ये काही चेंज नसणार आहे, as it is आहे बाकी. ठीक आहे. So this is for the B. So we have discussed all 4 types of numerical. Both ends are fixed. One of the end is simple. One of the end is simple. Then sinking of support. Okay, we have discussed all the 4 types. We have discussed all the 4 types. So in next session, we will discuss about the frames. In next session, we will start with the frame. Okay. So all 4 types of numerical we have discussed. So that will be, both ends are fixed. One end is simple, overhanging span, as well as the sinking of support. So in the next session, we will start with the frame numerical. That we will discuss 2 or 3 numericals. First, of course, what is the concept of sway, that we will discuss. Then we will discuss what is, how to apply stiffness method for non-sway frame, and secondly for the sway frame. So 2 numericals from frame we will discuss. So I need, I think, 1 or 2 sessions. So by tomorrow or by next session, next 2 sessions, we will complete our unit number 4, and for unit number 5 I required 6 to 7 sessions. Okay, thank you. आणि ज्यांनी असाइनमेंट 3 सॉल्व केलेली नाही त्यांनी सॉल्व करा. सो आय थिंक